Hi Sagittarius, this is your July 2015 horoscope with me, Lada from astrolada.com, for everyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Sagittarius. So what does July bring for you? Well, there's 3 planets in your 8th house. The Sun, Jupiter, the Sun, Mars, and Mercury. And the 8th house is the house of power struggles. So I have to warn you, there is a possibility of certain power struggles happening between you and other people, but it's not long-lasting. It oozes in, it breezes in quickly through July. But you have to be prepared because 8th house rules the battleground, and it's possibility of some battles happening there. But on the moment, then level 8th house rules other people's finances and shared resources of some way. So you might have to be solving certain problems in regard to finances that you have mutually with another person, in regards to whether it's your marriage partners or business partners. You might have to be proactive there because there are 2 masculine planets, the Sun and Mars. So you have to make yourself the effort to make these things happen, or you might find new ways and new venues to make more money, but you have to make sure that these are connected to other people's finances. So it can be a very beneficial financially month for you as long as you're cooperating with another person or with a few other people. For example, you might be working with other people's money in banks. Then the month will be very busy and very proactive because of those masculine planets there. You are taking the ball, you know, you're running things there, you're making things happen. But in some way also your finances might be dependent on other people's finances. You might be expecting some loan, or you might be expecting certain money that comes to you, and you have to do something with those money that come to you from someone else, or maybe from your partner, and you will have to be the one that initiate those things. You have to be the one that goes and asks and make things happen, because these are masculine planets. Again, as I say, they require initiative of some sort. But also there might be a little bit of some power struggle in regards to mutual finances, because those 2 planets, especially Mars, is the planet which can create arguments, and which can create a bit more complex situations that need dealing with in regards to such finances or material possessions which are shared in some way. But thankfully, it's not a long-lasting influence. It's just something that you have to deal with around July, and you can make it happen because you have the energy and you have the initiative to deal with such problems and matters. Also, 8th house is the house of deep intimacy. So this is the house of very deep bonding. For example, that's why it's also called the house of sexual connection, because the deepest bonding happens through the act of sexual intimacy, you know. And this can be a month where there is some breakthrough on such a level with you and close people of yours, where you reach a deeper bonding, but it might happen through some argument which reveals certain secrets to you, and which, because of that, deepens the emotional bond between the 2 of you. Okay, so that's one side of the story. Also, 8th house is the house of compulsions and the house of obsessions. So sometimes what happens when this 8th house is triggered is that people become a little bit more compulsive. You might find yourself that things that have a bit more power over you than you have power over them, like, whether it's another person that has more psychological power over you, whether it's some habit or some addiction of some sort. You might feel that in July those tendencies increase within you, that you feel like you can't control so much this impulsive nature in you, and that you feel compelled, to even spend on such things and spend your energy, time, emotional and psychological resources. So be aware of that. And it's a brief chance for you to face your demons, in a sense, because 8th house rules those things that rule us, that have more control over us, which we call our own demons, whether it's our own psychological issues, or whether it's something from the outside, that is pushing our buttons. So they'll be definitely more facing such matters, facing such situations. But again, because it's two masculine planets, you have the chance to make things, to kind of transform things in your psychologically, even on a deeper level, and take things into your hands. But usually it happens by intensifying those issues first, and facing your inner demons, and then deciding maybe to do something about those things. But you're the one that holds the key, in a sense. You're the one that can do the transformation, because these are masculine active planets. Okay, there might be also certain expenses in regards to other people that come into your life right now. Maybe, you know, someone might ask for a loan from you, or maybe you might have to spend on a partner, or you might have to spend on a business that you share with a partner. Oops, sorry about that. So this is the kind of energy that 8th house has, especially with those planets right now there. But you have also good news, because Venus and Jupiter continue to be in your 9th house, very supportive of Sagittarius. The 9th house is the house of Sagittarius, so it's kind of, it allows your adventurous nature to come out. Venus is the planet of love, and Venus is the planet of romance, and being in July in your 9th house, it is possible that if you're single, you can meet someone in a faraway country, or someone who is foreign, or someone who is culturally different than you in some way. So these are the places, if you're looking for love, where you can find, or maybe some foreigner can introduce you to someone, you know. And also 9th house rules any transactions and any interactions we might have with foreign people overall, with foreign countries. So if you're in business somewhere with foreigners, again, wonderful time, because Venus and Jupiter will make sure that those things happen very easily for you in regards to business transactions, with regards of any interactions with foreigners. If you're trying to get accepted into a university, it's almost like you get the green light now, because Venus and Jupiter in your 9th house. And this happens with ease. It happens without you having to really work too hard, in a sense. It's almost like a reward time in regards to something to do with higher education, in regards to something to do with, you know, foreign travel as well, because these planets bring you gracefully things rather than having to fight for it. Just like the other two planets, the Sun and Mars, you might have to fight for certain financial resources, and might have certain clashes in regards to material resources shared with another person, and you have to work for it hard. But with the Sun and Venus in your 9th house, anything to do with 9th house matters comes to you. You attract it in an easy way. And again, we said 9th house is higher education, foreigners, traveling in some way. If you decide to travel now, wow, some wonderful opportunities can come to you. You know, it might be love, it might be an opportunity for career, it might be a friendship which brings into your life in the future benefits in some sort. So if you have a chance to travel, take it. Okay, and Venus will go retrograde into your 9th house in August, but this is mostly in August. We're going to talk about Venus retrograde. The whole August video will be dedicated to Venus retrograde for everyone. Also, some Sagittarius will really benefit this month. These are the Sagittarius who are born in the last 10 days of Sagittarius. Basically, if you have your ascendant or moon from 20 to around 30 degrees of Sagittarius, something fantastic can come your way, like doors can open, new opportunity, whatever you try and do will happen with much more ease. You can receive a great completion to a project, or even a new opportunity for work, for career, for relationships. So the moon, if you have the moon in the last 10 degrees of Sagittarius from 20 to 30, something very positive can happen to you in regards to your family life, personal life, in regards to emotional relationships and emotional attachments. You can feel happier emotionally because the moon rules how you're feeling. If it's your sun in the last 10 degrees of Sagittarius, basically if you're born from around 12th of December to around 22nd of December, you know, the last 10 days of Sagittarius, you can expect something in regards to your career, because the sun rules career, in regards to your goal, the green light there for doors to open, for opportunities to spring, for more confidence to come into your life, for relationships with authority or male figures to improve and to blossom in some way, or to bring a certain opportunity into your life. It's just definitely people born in the last 10 days, or the last 10 days of Sagittarius, or the last 10 degrees of Sagittarius, they're receiving the healing, helping support of Jupiter, the uplifting, opportunity bringing support of Jupiter. And Saturn is out of your sign, so there is a bit of a relief for most Sagittarius, because especially in the last few months, maybe the early born Sagittarius were quite tested, but Saturn is out of your sign, so you're allowed to get a breather, to relax a little bit more, to focus on other important matters, to recuperate your strength again, and to, especially anything to Venus and Jupiter, really supportive for many Sagittarius. So yeah, this is overall what I see for Sagittarius. August will be very eventful. We'll talk about it in much more detail when it comes. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel. You're welcome to call of my wonderful psychics and astrologers who are always there for you on astrolada.com, waiting for your questions. Thank you very much.